So we're upscaling the movements. So if you want to, obviously all the other movements that you've previously done will be available. But if you would like to try something new, challenge yourself, then feel free to do that too. So we'll start with just a quick warm-up. Find yourself at the front of your mat and we'll just find ourselves in Tadasana. We're just going to begin by rolling our shoulders back and down, maybe a few times backwards, and then change direction and go forwards. From here, you're going to inhale as you lift one arm up, reaching up tall. Exhale, reach all the way over to the other side. Inhale back to center, switching over the arms. Exhale, reach all the way over to the other side. Inhale back to center. You're just going to move from side to side 2 more times. Moving with your own breath, feeling that side body stretch, opening up those ribs, opening up the lateral range of movement. Last one each way. And then this time, take the arms out wide. From here, you're going to wrap the arms around the body as you twist to look behind. Just let the hands fall wherever they naturally go. Maybe the top of the shoulder, the lower back. One more spin in each direction. And then come all the way back to center. Inhale as you lift the hands up. Exhale as you hinge at the hips, soften the knees and come down into your Uttanasana forward fold. Don't worry about straight legs, think about bending the knees, drawing the chest over the thighs, crown of the head towards the floor. Opposite hand to opposite elbow, and just take a few deep breaths in that ragdoll variation. And then when you're ready, release the hands to the floor. From here, you're going to walk back all the way to your down facing dog. Find yourself in down facing dog, pedal out the feet, open up the calves, the hips, the hamstrings. And then when you're ready, come to still with the feet. Press the ground away as you inhale, find length in the spine, exhale to push the heels towards the floor. And then when you're ready, take the left hand through to the right ankle, thigh or calf. Look out under the armpit, exhale. Inhale as you lift and twist to look through the opposite way. So right hand to left ankle, thigh or calf. Come back to center, walk the hands all the way back to the back of the mat. Find your garland pose or squat stance, so take the feet out wider. Inhale as you lift all the way up, palms together at the top, and then exhale as you come down into the bottom of that squat. Just take 5 small pulses at the bottom of that squat for me on this round. And then replace the hands, come back to garland, take the hands to the floor, come back to your garland pose, hips go high, heels come, heel toe the feet back underneath the hips, walk the hands to the front of the mat, find your plank position, and then we'll take a shoulder tap. So you're going to have options to come down onto your knees, take the opposite hand to opposite shoulder, tap, both sides, take a small press, and then we'll take a full vinyasa as we come up into that cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes and press back to your down facing dog. This time, left foot comes outside, left hand. Reach forwards into that lizard lunge. Exhale, step back. Inhale, right foot outside, right hand. Look forwards into that lizard lunge. Exhale, step back. We'll add that ankle tap in again. So reach through, opposite hand to opposite ankle. Replace the hand. Opposite side now. Replace the hand and then walk the hands all the way back to your Uttanasana forward fold at the back of the mat. Heel toe the feet out to the edges. Inhale as you come all the way up, and then exhale as you come down into the bottom of your garland pose. From here, left hand to the floor. Inhale to lift and twist with the right hand up towards the ceiling. Exhale, release, right hand to the floor. Inhale to lift and twist with the left hand up towards the ceiling. Exhale, release. Inhale to come all the way up. Exhale as you come all the way back down. We're going to do that 2 more times. So inhale to lift, exhale to lower. 1 more time. Inhale to lift, exhale to lower. Palms of the hands to the floor. Heel toe the feet back underneath the hips as you find your forward fold. Walk the hands all the way to the front of the mat, and then we're back to that shoulder press with the knee, shoulder taps with the kneeling press. So opposite hand to opposite shoulder. Switch sides. Drop the knees. Take a press. And then take a full vinyasa. Exhale, tuck the toes, press back to down facing dog. 1 more time. So left foot outside of left hand. Exhale, step back. Inhale, right foot outside of right hand. Exhale, step back. From here, reaching through to opposite thigh or calf. Again, on the other side. And then walk the hands all the way back to the back of the mat. Find your garland pose stance, so feet go wide, and this time we're taking 3 air squats. So inhale as you come all the way up, and then exhale as you come down into those 3 air squats. Finish at the bottom, palms on the floor, heel toe the feet back underneath the hips. Walk the hands forwards. Final shoulder tap each side. And then option to take a full press or a kneeling press, and then a vinyasa. Exhale, push back to down facing dog, and then walk the feet all the way forwards to the front of the mat. Find your Uttanasana, forward fold, and we'll just take 3 crouch curls. So you're going to inhale as you come down into the bottom of that crouch position, heels off the floor. Exhale as you push back and up into that forward fold. 2 more. So inhale to come down, chest to thighs, nose to knees. Exhale, push up and back. 1 more time. Inhale to come back down. Exhale to push up and back. Inhale as you come all the way up. Extend Uttanasana. Exhale, release the arms. Shake it all out, and you should be feeling a little bit more warm and nimble. So as normal, I'm going to put on my yoga clock. There we go. I'm going to have a sip of water myself. And we'll get started. So the movements are upscaling this week, and I will demonstrate them. Let's just check that this is, yeah, perfect. So the first one is we're sticking with that mountain climber, so you're coming into that plank position, and you're going to bring the knees through to the front of the mat. For the last 10 seconds, you have the option to do your regular plank, kneeling plank, planching plank, or you can come down into your low plank hold. So you're hovering above the floor, elbows shoot back, keeping that chest off the floor, thighs off the floor too. If you want to slightly downscale that, you can come down into that low plank hold and then drop the knees to just support, try and keep that chest off the floor and engage in that pressing the ground away. So pick your progression, and you'll have 10 seconds from now. So set yourself up in that plank position, and in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So those mountain climbers, bring those knees nice and fast through to the front of the mat. See if you can keep track of the number that you are going for this first 20 seconds. So keep count and see if you can match it and hold that pace in the next 2 rounds. You're halfway, so 3, 2, 1, find that plank hold, and then hold here. I can't see the clock because I'm too low. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Lower yourself to the floor. The next one is core compression, so we're going for that single leg boat option. So option to just stick with those single leg lifts, so opposite legs, both legs, or come into that boat and you're going to take 1 leg up at a time. You can option to have the toes on the floor or off the floor, hands on the floor or off the floor. So pick your progression and work it all the way through to the end. There is no hold with this one, so you're just lifting and lowering. If that gets too hard halfway, you're coming up to any moment now. You can go back to those single leg lifts or double leg lifts. Yogi's choice. Actually, I think the double leg is probably harder, to be fair. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The next one we're going for is a curtsy squat. So option to stick with those air squats all the way through, and then we're holding for the last 10 seconds. Or you can come back behind, tap the knee behind as if you were curtsying. So it's just a little bit of a different movement using the different muscle groups, and then sitting in that air squat hold. So pick your progression. You've got your regular chair pulses, of course, that we did at the start, air squats, or curtsy squat. You have 10 seconds left of work, and then we are coming into the hold. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, come down to that just at parallel or below parallel hold. Engage the core. Think about tucking that tailbone under, drawing the ribs down, and relax. The next one is so we've got dead bugs, tuck crunches, or alternating V-sits this week. So tuck crunches were what we were doing last week. Dead bugs, all arms up to the ceiling and the floor, and you're reaching like so. Or alternating V-sits, both hands up to opposite leg, lifting single legs at the same time. So pick your progression. There's no hold at the end of this one, so it's 30 seconds full of work. Maybe have a play with all of them if you wanted to. See how these alternating V-sits go. And then you've got 10 seconds left at the end of the clock. Sorry, there was a hold, but we'll do that in the next round. Work all the way to the end. And relax. The next movement is a half bow. There is a hold, sorry, on this one. So no, there's no hold. So come down into your prone position on the mat. Option to just do those simple locust lifts, or adding in the cactus arms, or this time reach back, same hand, same foot. Inhale to lift and kick, so we'll do half on one side, and then switch hands, and half on the other side. So you're just lifting and lowering. So try it this way for this round. On the next round you might want to alternate between the two. You are halfway now, so switch sides if you haven't already. Work all the way to the end. There is no hold on this round or on this movement, unless you want to, of course, and relax. The next movement is an inchworm to chair, jump, or catch in chair. So you're going to come to the back of the mat, walk the hands all the way forwards, find your plank, come all the way back, and then jump, catch in chair. Reset, and repeat again. So you're walking all the way forwards, coming all the way back, jump, catch in chair.
Last round.
So work all the way to the end with this one. There is no hold. So 30 seconds of good solid work, and then you have a whole minute's worth of rest. Really good work, girls. You're doing so well. Doing really well. Work all the way to the end. You are over halfway. You've got 5 seconds left on the clock. See if you can get one more in. And relax. Grab yourself some water. Catch your breath. Really good. So the movements have upscaled a little bit. Maybe some of them feel a little bit harder, maybe some of them feel easier than that. For example, the double leg raise. I actually think the single leg boats are easier, although you're under tension the whole time. So hopefully you found them quite good if you tried them. If not, you've still got 2 more rounds to try them in. So you've got 30 seconds left, and we're back to those mountain climbers. So remember, your options are that kneeling plank hold at the end, that regular plank, planching plank where you're shooting forwards over the fingertips, or coming down into that low plank. Option to drop the knees, of course, if you need to. So that's always an option. So set yourself up. You have 9 seconds left. That minute went fast, hey? And in 3, 2, 1. See if you can match the same number of reps with those mountain climbers that you've matched in the first round. Hopefully you paced it and you didn't go out too hot. You've got 10 seconds left of mountain climbers, and then you are picking your hold progression. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to come down into that low plank hold, or option to do that kneeling, regular plank, or planching plank. And in 3, 2, 1, rest. Come back down, find yourself on your bums, and we're back to those single leg boat lifts. So finding yourself in that tucked position, make sure you keep engaged, lifting your chest, tucking your tummy towards your thighs, toes on the floor, hands on the floor if you wish. And then in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're just lifting one leg and then lowering. So you're lifting, extending. You can take the toes off the floor. You can switch side to side. You can crunch the knees into the chest if that helps you. whatever you want. You're halfway. Keep that core engaged. Try and not slump into the lower back. I know it's super hard. I always do. You've got 5 seconds left on the clock. And relax. So we're back to those squats. So option 1, chair pulses with a 10-second hold at the end. Option 2, regular air squats with a 10-second hold at the end. Option 3, curtsy lunge, and then we'll go back to the air squat hold. So pick your progression. Try and tap that knee to the back of the floor if you're opting for those curtsy squats, and begin. So you're taking the knee behind, coming down, finding your balance as you take these. Sorry, toe really hurts on the other side. So pick your progression, and then in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sink into that hold. Make sure you're just below parallel. So hips are either not above, they're in line with the knee, or below. Hold, and then rest. The next one, you've got dead bug crunches, tuck crunches, or alternating V-sits. So those dead bugs, try and really lift the hips and shoulders off the floor. If you're doing the tuck crunches, try and not touch the floor. Option 2 is those alternating V-sits, where you're taking both hands up to the same leg, all the way. So really engage that core. Think about drilling that navel down into the floor below. Keeping that pelvis engaged with the ribs. So pick the progression that works for you. The alternating V-sits are quite difficult. You're halfway, so work all the way to the end. And then in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Come back onto your front, and we're back to those half bows. So this time, see if you can alternate. So take same arm and leg long, reach back with the other hand and leg to the same foot. You're going to inhale to lift and kick, and then switch sides. Inhale to lift and kick, exhale to lower. So pick your progression. Option again, of course, to go back to those locust lifts, or the cactus arms with the locust lift. So pick your progression, work all the way to the end. There is no hold on this movement for this week. Just get used to that movement, take it steady. It's a new movement if you're practicing that half bow. And you have 10 seconds left of work, and then you're on to the final movement of the second round. Nearly there, girls. And rest. So we're back to the back of the mat, and we're into those inchworms. So see how far you can walk the hands out this time. Maybe go further than the mat. Find that hollow compression hold, and then come all the way back. Jump. Catch in chair. See if you can really stick back into your heels and keep that grounding solid. So set yourself up, find yourself at the back of the mat, and when you're ready, walk those hands forward. See if you can find that full length as far as you can go, and then walk the hands all the way back. Jump, catch in chair. See if you can get 3 of these in for this round, minimum. Move fast in that inchworm. Really good. You have 10 seconds left on the clock, so time for one more. You've got this all the way to the end. Find that hollow hold, and then come all the way back. Jump, and relax. Catch your breath, grab some water. Really good job, girls. One more round left. Nice work. So catch your breath. You're doing really, really well. So in that alternating V-sit one, we're going to add in a J curl hold for the last 10 seconds, and then we're going to keep that for the next week's workout. So a J curl, you're coming down into a supine position, you're tucking the chin into the chest, engaging that core, and then you're going to lift the feet off the floor. You're then going to slide the feet as far as you feel comfortable, keeping them low below the knees, maybe even all the way out, or you could be here, keeping tucked lower back glued to the floor. So we're going to find this position, wherever that is for you, in that last 10 seconds. You have 5 seconds left. Wow, that went quick. And we're going to start with those mountain climbers again. So set yourself up, find your position, bring those knees through to the front of the mat. See if you can keep count. If you have been, keep that number high. You have 10 seconds left of mountain climbers, and then you're into that plank hold. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You've got that kneeling, regular, planching, or low plank, your choice. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Come back down onto the floor, swivel yourself around, and then we're finding ourselves in that single leg alternating boat. So find yourself in that seated position, knees to chest if you can, and then when you're ready, hands can go on the floor, toes can go on the floor if you need to, optional, or you can take them all off. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you're lifting and lowering, alternating legs, straightening them out, trying to keep the chest high. So if you find your back here as you're doing it, use the hands to keep that body nice and upright. Keep squeezing through the quads, keep squeezing through those lower abdominals, keep lifting that chest high. You have 10 seconds left of work, keep that tummy engaged. You've got this, work all the way to the end, and in 5, and rest. Come back up to standing. You've got either the chair pulses, the air squats, or those curtsy squats. So pick your progression, whichever one works for you, and then a 10-second hold for everybody at the end in that low squat this time. So when you're ready, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So pick whichever progression works for you. Move nice and steady all the way to the end. Keep those legs engaged. Up the pace if you're finding it easy. You've got the last round, so you can work this all the way to the end. And then in 3, 2, 1, find that hold. Try not to come all the way down so that your tailbone rounds under. Try and find that position where you still have that nice extended spine. And relax, rest your legs, shake them out. Come down onto your backs, and then we're back to those V-sits. This time with that J-curl hold. So think about gluing tummy to the floor, keeping the feet nice and low, but lifting the shoulders as high as you can as you extend those legs to wherever your small of your back maintains. So we're back to those alternating V-sits in 5, 4, 3, 2,
let's go.
1. So you're lifting opposite leg, reaching with both hands up towards the toes. Option to keep with those tuck crunches or with those dead bugs, of course. Yogi's choice. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax, come into that J-curl position, extend the legs, and then hold until the end, until it starts beeping. I can't see the clock. And relax. Shake your tummy out. That is tough. Come onto your front, and we're back to that half bow. So option 1, simple locust lifts, lifting chest and thighs off the floor. Option 2, cactus arms with the locust lift, or option 3, alternating side to side with that half bow. So pick your progression, set yourself up, think about really lifting and kicking back into the hands. So you're trying to lift your chest and thighs off the floor as far as you can, almost trying to make a U shape with your body in whichever option you're going for. There is no hold at the end of this one. So work all the way to the end. You have 10 seconds left on the clock. And then we are on to our final movement of the day. You've done really, really well. Keep it up. And relax. So the next movement is that inchworm to chair hold. So you're walking all the way to the front of the mat, coming back, jump, catching chair, and then reset. So make sure you brace everything. If you want to make it harder, you can try and planche that plank, or go further with the hands into that hollow hold. So pick your progression and work. See if you can get at least 3 of these. If you easily got 3 in the last round, maybe see if you can get 4 even, or 3.5. Really good. You've got to be super speedy with that inchworm. Nice work, girls. So good. You have 10 seconds left on the clock, so time for one more. You've got this all the way to the front. Quickly come all the way back. And in 3, 2, 1, well done. You were in sync then. Nice work, girls. So catch your breath, grab some water. You've done so, so well. It is hot and sweaty. And then whenever you're ready, just come and join me at the back of the mat. And we'll just do a quick few breaths in child's pose. So sitting at the back of your mat in a kneeling position, reach the hands forwards, forehead to the floor. And whenever you're ready, just take 3 deep breaths, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly come up onto your hands and knees. Take this, swivel yourself around onto your bums and come down onto your back. So we're going to finish with some quick window wipers, taking the arms out wide in a T-shaped position, palms facing down. And then we'll just drop the knees gently from side to side, releasing off that lower back, unraveling the spine, trying to keep those shoulders glued to the floor as we do this. One more each side. And then just gently come all the way back to center. Hug the knees in tight. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly come all the way up to seated. Finding yourself back in the center of your mat. We'll take a nice deep inhale as we lift the hands up, palms together above the head. And as we exhale, bringing the hands to the forehead, kind thoughts. To the lips, kind words. To the heart, kind feelings. Namaste.